My name is Emily Vidler, and today I'll be presenting our research project titled The Relationship Between Injury History and Grip Strength in Badminton Players. Our study explored whether differences in grip strength between a player's dominant and non-dominant hand relate to shoulder injury history in social and intermediate badminton players. Badminton is an overhead sport that places a lot of repeated strain on the shoulder complex. Shoulder injuries are very common and can lead to pain, reduced function, and decreased performance. Previous research has linked shoulder injuries to muscle imbalance and reduced internal rotation, but we still do not know if grip strength, which is a quick and reliable measure of upper limb neuromuscular function, relates to injury history in badminton players. So our study aimed to compare the grip strength of badminton players who had shoulder injuries to those who had not. We used a cross-sectional study design with 26 badminton players recruited from 3 Melbourne stadiums. Participants completed a short questionnaire about their training habits, shoulder injury history, and perceived strength balance. We then measured grip strength using a digital hand dynamometer. Each hand was tested 3 times, alternating sides, and recorded the average for each hand. Data were analysed using a paired t-test to compare dominant and non-dominant grip strength, with normality checked using the Shapiro-Wilk test and QQ plots. We also ran correlations between grip strength, asymmetry, training hours, and injury history. Our results showed a significant difference in grip strength between the dominant and non-dominant hands. On average, players' dominant hand strength was 46.1 kilograms compared to 41.4 in the non-dominant. A statistically significant difference with a large effect size, meaning this was not just random variation. However, when we looked at the correlations, we found that grip strength asymmetry was not strongly related to shoulder injury history. The correlation was weak and negative, meaning players with greater asymmetry did not report more injuries. Similarly, training hours and resistance training were only weakly correlated with grip strength differences. The stronger dominant hand aligns with what we'd expect in a unilateral sport like badminton, where one side is used repeatedly for high-velocity strokes. But our results suggest that asymmetry and grip strength alone does not predict shoulder injury. It may instead represent a normal sport-specific adaptation. Our sample size was relatively small and injury data was self-reported, which limits generalization. Future research should include elite or sub-elite players, direct measure shoulder strength and mobility, and assess how off-court strength training may influence injury risk. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We'd like to thank all badminton players who volunteered their time, as well as the staff from the Melbourne Badminton Centres and our supervisors for their guidance. We hope our findings contribute to better understandings.
Created using Powtoon.